Hey guys, Oster, and welcome to another Fortnite video here on the channel. Today we have another random preset video. If you guys didn't see my first one, I essentially off-camera play a lot of Fortnite, as you probably know by my level and such, but I occasionally get wins off-camera, so I decided to record for once, and I got a cool win today, and I decided to make an entire video on it. Now, the video is not really about the win, or even the gameplay, it's about just the preset, because there's a lot of stuff that I own in Fortnite. My locker is filled with items and stuff that I rarely use, so I figured occasionally I want to make videos like this from now on, where I essentially showcase a random locker bundle, because I play on random. So yeah, let's start things off by talking about the contrail that came up in this random preset. That being the Beat Drop contrail. It's from the Twin Turntable set from Season 10. It's a really cool contrail, and I like how it looks. I'm not showing much of it here because I'm looking at my menu and stuff, but as you can see, that is what the contrail looks like. Next up is the Silver Surfer Surfboard Glider from Chapter 2, Season 4 of the Silver Surfer set. For those who don't know, Silver Surfer is a Marvel skin, and a really cool set, you know, to get. And I do own most of the Marvel skins. I think I own actually all of them but one, maybe? Actually, I might just own all of them. But yeah, like I said, how this series essentially works is I'm just showing you guys regular gameplay but commentating over it. This is post-commentary, so, you know, I was muted when I was playing the game, so I'm trying to overlap the commentation, just to talk about what's going on, and sort of the preset that I was, you know, given at random. Keep in mind, this is completely all a random preset, and this is just more like a discussion-based video for me to talk about some of the stuff I own and give feedback about it. So yeah, I remember the Silver Surfer Glider was one of the first Marvel skins I ever bought in the game, so it has some meaning behind it and whatnot. But anyway, let's discuss the next thing in our little bundle slash pack, and that being the Meaty Mallets pickaxe, part of the Deadpool set of Chapter 2, Season 2. Those who do not remember, Deadpool was one of the skins that was actually in the Battle Pass. He was one of the like Week 8 skins, you know, like the bonus skins they always give you. And the Meaty Mallets, I believe, is an item shop thing. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure they were in the item shop. That's how you had to get them. But again, nonetheless, a very cool pickaxes, and you'll probably hear them throughout the video, so listen in to hear what kind of noises they make and whatnot. And like I said, this isn't me flexing my item shop, not my item shop, my locker on anyone or anything. I just wanted to talk about some of the stuff that you don't really see many people use anymore, because I'm sure you guys know at this point, oh yeah, this is a really funny gameplay with Bonehead. He just jumps down on my head and is like, I'm killing you, and I'm like, no. I'm just gonna throw my weapon on the ground because I'm so much better than you. I'm kidding. If he'd had better stuff, he would have probably been able to kill me there. But yeah, Meaty Mallet's a really cool pickaxe. Now, I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna do this. I'm probably gonna cut it up when there's no action or anything to talk about. I'm just gonna, you know, let the gameplay play out. Because again, the gameplay isn't really what's important here, even though it's crazy gameplay, you know, as always. It's more or less just me discussing some of the things that we never really see much anymore. Because it sucks to say this, but a lot of content creators that do Fortnite videos only cover the newest things, right? Obviously, right? Me included. I'm no different. But no one ever talks about old things. Fortnite has like over 1,000 skins now, and I don't even want to know how many pickaxes, gliders, backblings, etc. have been added throughout the years. We're like on what, year 4 almost of Fortnite? Or did we just have year 3? I don't even know. But it sucks that we don't really talk about all the old stuff, and I have so much of it, and I love playing on random because I get to experience all the items and have fun with them. Because what's the point of owning thousands of items if you're only ever going to use 10 items? I know some people prefer that, and that's all good for you guys, but for me, I love being able to use everything I have. Obviously, that's almost impossible, but I play on random a lot just to be able to experience the stuff, you know? But that being said, I want to talk about the next thing in our little locker bundle, that being the Gold Dagger Pack Back Bling. Part of the Golden Ghost set of Chapter 2, Season 2. This is actually Midas's back bling, I believe. And the style I have equipped right now is I believe it's the black variant style. Because I believe there are 3-4 styles you can unlock for it. But anyway, really cool back bling. And of course, belonging to like the Midas set is its own good thing. And I think this video is very suiting considering the whatchamacallit released recently. The Henchman released last night. So I think it's great to have this video going out. This video, the gameplay was recorded, I think 2 days ago. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, there isn't much happening right now, so I'm going to take a cut and get back to you guys whenever something crazy starts happening again. Alrighty, we are right back in the action. I didn't actually realize it, but when I was editing this person I'm about to fight here was like right next to me at some point earlier in the game, and I didn't even realize it when I was playing. But this is a very funny fight that goes down because this person attacks me first, and then their strategy after this is just to run for their life. And as you guys can see, I have the new weapon, which literally decimates their structures. And I may be a bit too heavily reliant on it, but it does the job. It's literally throwing them off their game. And even though this person clearly is better building than me, like, I'm just distracting them so much that they decide just to force fight me, and then they end up dying. But that's not it, because there's more people. But while these fights are going on, let's talk about the skin I'm playing as right now, Marigold. Break the Curse of the Golden Touch, part of the Golden Touch set of Chapter 2 Season 5. Marigold is a more recent skin, as you guys probably know. But she has the unique ability of everything she touches, she applies the gold effect to. She has the Midas touch, just like Midas himself. Everything she touches turns gold, and over time, I think it's elimination she gets, she actually starts turning gold, or maybe it's throughout the match. I'm not entirely sure which one it is, but she's a reactive skin, and she was a... How did you get this skin? Was she item shop? No, she was... Yeah, was she item shop? I think she was item shop. Oh, no, she was a V-Bucks bundle thing, like where you have to do like uncommon or common challenges to get V-Bucks. I remember now. But yeah, again, another person pushing me right here, and they're just kind of immediately like, what? It's a Dizzy skin again. This is 2 Dizzy skins back to back fighting me. I think this is hilarious. And of course, she's just completely confused. The first Dizzy was more of a challenge. But yeah, that is the Marigold skin. Really cool. And again, you can select her style. You can either have her with her gold all on or without. A little cheeky emote here just to kind of flex. Because at this point, I'm kind of like, I'm sick of you people pushing me. Look, here's the third person. It's a Joey skin. And they're in their little truck driving away. Like, I don't understand why people do this. They push, they put, what's the term? They start the fight with you, and then you start overpowering them, and they're like, well, I guess I'm retreating now. I don't understand it. I probably never will. But there's really nothing I can do about that. But yeah, as you can see, this fight is a bit nauseating because they're just endlessly building and trying to break all their structures just to get through to them. And then they make the mistake of doing that. They probably just got sick of it and decided just to full-on fight me at that point, but... yeah. Also, I make a note of the UFO in the sky because that's somebody piloting it. And in my head, I'm thinking, they're not going to attack me, this UFO, randomly. Why would they? I'm not even their target right now. And lo and behold, this happens. Again, don't know exactly why they decided to do this, but they clearly thought I didn't know what I was doing and just decided to push me. They probably thought I was a low health because they saw I was probably fighting. But then they do the, I'm going to get super high up in the sky and try to hit you with my blast. They do hit me once, but at this point I'm just kind of like, can you not right now? I of course sniped their vehicle because I'm just sick of it. Crashes. The guy hits E, gets out of his thing, and as you can see, takes fall damage. And of course I do the copyright song because I feel like it. But literally, this guy got shot down and decided, I'm just going to jump out of the vehicle. 50% of the people I fight in solo do this. I'm not entirely sure why people think that's the best idea to do, with just jump out in the middle of the sky. You guys know you'll take fall damage, right? Like, I don't understand why people do that. And then, of course, the ship blew up also, so he took both the fall damage and the ship exploding damage. That's probably why he decided to do it. He probably was going to just risk it for the biscuit, but... again, he helped with securing me a blue shotgun. Really, this entire game, I'm trying to get a better shotgun. But of course, we're approaching the final segment of the game. There's not too much more to talk about with my preset, aside from I'm going to talk about the wrap. Now, if you guys remember the last time I did this video, this type of video, the wrap is the last gun I used to get a kill with, and this was the wrap that was equipped to that gun. So not to spoil exactly what gun it is, but the wrap that I'm using to get the final elim is Hot and Cold. That is the name of the wrap. It is from Season 7. I'm not entirely sure exactly if this was Battle Pass or Item Shop, But that was the wrap that is used to get the final elim. Spoilers, I do win this game. But like I said, this video isn't about me winning. That's kind of like the secondary bonus to go along with the video. But yeah, pretty cool wrap. I like it. And really, at this point, just what do you think, guys? Pause the video right now and comment down below. What gun do you think I get the final elim with? And it's really hard to tell which gun, because all my guns have the golden touch on them. Right now, Marigold is pretty much almost 100% golden. But I'm sure you guys will be able to figure out which gun I use to get the final elim with. Hopefully. Maybe. Well, we'll see anyway. But, yeah, that is my entire preset for this challenge. So there's nothing left to do besides just commentate over the rest of the game. But one last time, I'm going to go over everything that I have in this preset. The skin I'm using is Marigold. The back bling I am using is the gold dagger pack. The pickaxe I'm using is the heavy mallets. The glider I used was the Silver Surfer surfboard. Give me a second. The contrail that I had was the beat drop contrail. And finally, of course, the wrap that I used was the hot and cold wrap. So I hope you guys did enjoy. This isn't the end of the video yet. Of course, we do have to get the win, but just enjoy the rest of the gameplay play out. This is probably my funniest interaction here, right here. Just look at this. That's bullseye. That's a dead bullseye. I hit a bullseye shot on her. You get the joke? Anyway. I love sniping in this game. Really, it's probably the best thing I'm good at. Like, look at that. Mainly, I think it's because most people don't expect it, but also, if you're wondering why I keep accidentally sniping my floor, it's because I've been having some sort of lag issues. If you watched my gameplay earlier today as well for Fortnite, I say in that video too, I've been having lag issues recently on Fortnite where anytime it used to be just with Slurp, anytime I would drink my Slurp, I would lag for a few seconds, as you guys may have seen. And I kind of was just like, I can deal with that, that's okay. But now I'm getting lag whenever I start to build. If I quickly try to, oh wait, this is really funny, look at this. This person didn't even realize I was up here. They were just like, what? And then I replenished my resources here. But, yeah, like I was saying, anytime I pull out my mats really quickly to place a wall now, it freezes my screen for a second. And I think that has to do with the new graphics update they've had. My PC is having issues handling it. And I have a pretty good PC, but for some reason it is. So, after this video, I did lower the graphics of my Fortnite just one notch, because I'm on max settings, except for shadows. So I decided to do that to just see if that fixes it. If it looks too bad, or if it doesn't fix the issue, I'll go back. But just so you all know. And let me know if anyone else is having that issue right now. Also, I just embarrassed myself there. Ignore that part. But yeah, 7 elims so far, 8 people left. Really, this is kind of funny also, this interaction right here. Look at this. I'm like, oh no, there's a person. And I think it's a real person. And then it's just the alien. And I'm like, oh, hello there, sir. And at this point, I'm thinking I'm going to die because I just elim'd that person and everyone probably heard me. But oh look, someone's inside this house. Ooh, scary. And then I play Ring Around the Rosie about 3 laps worth inside the house, as you're about to see. Because at this point, I'm thinking I'm going to die. Because I'm realizing my guns aren't as strong. I know blue guns are good, but in my head, I'm like, there's no way I'm going to win this game with just blue guns. Also, had I known what preset I was going to get for this, I should have put the back blings style at gold, so it would have the same look as her. Because right now she's fully gold, which is really cool to see. And I didn't realize this was just a bot. I was like freaking out over nothing, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And at this point, I've got kind of all the resources I ever could want. I have maxed out the plasma cannon in charges. I think I'm going to, like, I set up this weird like base in here because I'm like, I'm not gonna leave, I'm gonna stay right here. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly cut through the part where I'm just standing here doing nothing, because at this point I'm like, this is probably where I'm gonna hold out the rest of the game, but it isn't. Either way, I'm gonna take a cut right here and I'll get back to you guys once more action happens. Alright, we are moving up to our next target. Now, there's a person right in front of me, and I didn't know this, but I was like, that looks a little bit weird. What's going on here? And I literally see this person right here. And, piece of advice, guys, never do what this person did. Like, never build your house within the rock like that and think you're going to be covered. Because apparently, I didn't even think my shot was going to go through, but it did. Also, this chicken thinks that its people decided to attack me. But yeah, that was probably my funniest encounter throughout this entire game, was that right there. That person is literally recon expert. I don't like the skin. I know a lot of people do. And I know a lot of people try hard with that skin. And in my eyes, I'm like, you were a recon expert and your final battle was to, I'm going to sit in here and not move. I was like, okay. And of course, there's this person over here. They do have the alien on their head. So they do have the boosted speed and jump boost. However, their health is down to, I think it's 60. It gets knocked down to. Now, I didn't expect this person to run out like that, but I just decided to fight them. And I decided to use my charges here as well, as you're about to see. This charge really, that gun really does take people off guard because they see it and they're like, oh, I can't build, so I'm going to run around it. But while they're running around it, you can just shoot them. Now, this person launch pads, obvious reasons, they try to get away from me. And I'm like, oh, I'll just chase after them, it's fine. And then I completely lose track of them. And I decide, oh crap, this is the final round. Everyone's just going to shoot me. So I move into the barn right here. And I decide to camp out for a few moments in the barn because I'm like, there's not many people left, and I don't just want to run to the center of the map. Now, something really funny happened, so I'm in the barn. I notice, and this is probably the most important key detail of the entire final sequence here with only 5 people left. I'll wait till it gets to the point. I'm basically just waiting on the storm to push me out of it because I'm like, this is safe, but I notice there's a UFO. And I'm like, wait, there's a UFO? That means someone's just sitting up there. And I notice I'm in range for it. I can just shoot it, so I do just that. And that person kind of freaks out because they were like, wait, I thought I didn't see anyone. And they, for some reason, can't locate where the shots came from. Like, they just take the hits and then decide to focus on someone else, which is what they exactly do. They shoot the barn over there. And they're like, oh, I've got this. This is easy. And at this point, I'm like, okay, this is perfect. I've got the UFO guy fighting someone else. I'm going to move up a bit and just shoot it down. Because having UFO in the final round is probably the worst case scenario for anybody on the ground. Because it's, you know. And of course, the person's Travis Scott skin. And they try to kill me. But I have this amazing building skills. And they get sniped by someone else anyway. So of course, I grab their Scar. Which puts me at a great assault rifle for the final bout. And I noticed this person, like, I think shot at me. I'm not sure, but of course I yeet right into the UFO. I'm like, I'm not gonna waste time, but I noticed it has low battery, and I'm like, oh crap, it has low battery. So that kind of messes me up a bit, but right now I kind of clear out the terrain a bit ahead of time just in case. Even though I have no clue where anyone is right now, I'm doing this solely so I can, you know, have better line of sights and see where people are. But of course I lose my battery, so I'm like, okay, crap. Someone else gets an elim on someone else, so I'm like, okay, let me get out of the UFO. And at this point, I think the UFO is done. I don't think I'm ever going to use it again, and I'm like, all right, I'm just going to covertly kill people. And I see this man down there, this Ripley skin. Oh, wait, that isn't Ripley. That's the Slurp chicken. Cluck. Now, I thought that was going to kill them, but I missed slightly. But they don't come out after me. They just stay down there, and I was like, oh, okay. Okay. And then I quickly realized my UFO is back to full power, and I'm like, oh, I can grab this. So, of course, I peek down here again. I do hear them down there, but I'm like, all right, forget it. So, at this point, there's only 3 people left. There's Cluck, which is desperately trying to now climb the silo. I'm not entirely sure why. But I'm just blasting, you know, taking full advantage of the situation that he's not shooting me back. Worst case scenario, guys, if you're ever fighting UFO, especially in the final match, the worst thing you can do is run from it and just avoid it. You need to shoot it like this guy's doing right over here. However, he made the mistake of revealing his position and thinking I wouldn't be able just to blast him into the storm. If he'd have kept quiet, he probably would have had a better chance, but I'm realizing my ship is down to 9 HP. Which is bad for me, but it doesn't matter because I killed that person in the storm. And, of course, Cluck could have taken the advantage and just shot me. Literally, you can see how damaged my UFO is, so you don't even need to use the excuse of, well, I didn't know I'd be able to shoot it. Look at him, he's just sitting there. I don't think this person's ever dealt with UFOs before because they literally just sit there and let me just keep blasting them. And they're like, well, I'm just going to stay in the silo. And for whatever, and he does decide to finally shoot me. And I kind of panic here because I'm like, oh, crap. And then the alien latches onto my head, and I'm like, what the heck? But then my man decides to stay down here. because the storm's pushing him. So I just blast the final charge shot down there, and he can't build, and he's dead. Storm killed him. But technically my plasma cannon did too, because he quickly realized that he couldn't escape. So he was like, I have to build. But he couldn't build because I shot my plasma cannon blast down there, which destroys all builds. So then I just quickly relaxed at the end there. But yeah, that's pretty much the gameplay. Not really much to say for it. That was a pretty crazy ending. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, smash the like button, show your support, consider subscribing if you're new. And comment down below, let me know what was your favorite thing in my preset. And also, if you guys do plan on helping support me on the channel, feel free to use my credit code, TheRealUltraUnit, at any point in time in the current or future item shops, as well as supporting me on the channel by becoming a channel member. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe. Goodbye.